Hello and welcome. Thank you for joining me today. We're going to be exploring Ayurvedic full body oil massage that really helps to get you started in the morning. It moisturizes your skin. It's really a wonderful way to increase your circulation and get in touch with your physical body. It is a wonderful experience and we'll be exploring that today. I'm going to start with some information about what is Ayurveda, and we'll get started. Thanks. All right, wonderful. So, Ayurvedic massage. Ayurvedic is the science of health from India, and the tradition has a lot of different kinds of health promoting types of treatments. There's something called panchakarma, which is a whole series of kind of detoxifying, life supporting treatments. And there's yoga and meditation. And the Ayurvedic full body oil massage that you do yourself can be a daily practice. It's called Abhyanga. So we'll look at that. Now, Abhyanga is oftentimes specific to your body type. And in Ayurveda, there are three primary body types called doshas. So let's look at those. So there's Vata, Pitta, and Kapha. And you can take a little quiz to determine your dosha if you're not familiar with this. I've got some resources here from the Chopra Center as well as from Maharishi Ayurveda. And so a lot of the techniques that I'm going to be teaching you come from these traditions. So what are some of the benefits? I mentioned earlier, it's really moisturizing for your entire body, your skin. It nourishes it, stimulates your circulation, both the act of providing the massage to yourself, as well as the feeling and movement of the oil over the skin. Lubricates your joints because when you get your joints moving, the synovial fluid gets moving in those joints. So that can be really helpful. Stimulates the functions of your organs. And of course, our skin is our largest organ. So that can be really beneficial to our whole body. Promotes softer, smoother skin. If you're looking for a moisturizer, this is a great one. Balances your dosha, your mind-body type. So it helps to promote balance and enhances mindfulness. You want to do this in a mindful way, as well as self-love. All right, moving on. There are all kinds of oils that you can use. My basic recommendation is any kind of natural vegetable oil that you could ingest, you could also use on your body. And that's just kind of a good guideline all the way around as far as what to put on your body. Traditional Ayurvedic massage is performed with warm sesame oil, and both sesame and safflower oils are really rich in linoleic acid, and these have been found to have really good health promoting effects when they're applied topically. And I've got some research at the end of the PowerPoint too, if you want to go research that a little bit. A lot of times you can infuse the oil with aromatherapy, essential oils, or with herbal preparations. And there are commercial, very specific to your dosha oils that are available that you could purchase. So you can go in your kitchen and grab some sesame oil or grab some safflower oil or grab coconut oil, avocado oil, any of the natural oils you might cook with, and you can use that for this massage, or you can buy a professional prepared oil for yourself. So the Vata body type tends to be kind of very high strung, very go, go, go kind of body type. And so a lot of times what that body type needs is some relaxing. So herbs that will help to relax that body have been added to the Vata specific body oils. Pitta tends to be very fiery, and they just need some soothing. So some cooling herbs like lavender and lemon can be really helpful for balancing the pitta. And for kapha, kapha tends to be slower, more low key, more mellow. And so that body type sometimes needs to get invigorated. And so some of the more stimulating oils are used for that, like rosemary, eucalyptus, peppermint. So before the shower or bath, and I'm going to move back a little bit so you can see me a little better. I'm actually gonna, I guess, gonna change this in a second. Good. So before your shower or bath is the ideal time to do Abhyanga. It's going to take you about 10 to 20 minutes to perform this massage. And so you'll want to figure out a way to fit that into your daily schedule. And if you have the time, this can be so beneficial. And maybe you do this whole full Abhyanga before your shower or bath every day, maybe only 1 or 2 days a week, depending on your schedule. So here's some of the oils, both from the Maharishi Ayurveda as well as from the Chopra Center, that are specific for this Abhyanga, this self-massage. All right. So I'm going to stop share and we'll talk a little bit about the technique for the longer Abhyanga technique. So what you'll want to do is go into your bathroom, and I recommend having a seat to sit on. Maybe you'll use the toilet. And if you're going to sit on that, I would put a towel down. I would also put a towel down on the floor because this is a very oily massage and I don't want you to slip and fall. So for safety reasons, I would prepare the area in that way. So the before shower, the longer session, you're going to include your scalp and face as well as the soles of your feet. And you'll take time to do this technique by slowly getting some oil, and this is very good for moisturizing the scalp. Get some oil, put it over your scalp, and then using your whole hands in a circular motion, you're going to massage the scalp. And over your ears, and you can get all in your ears and massage all through the ears, the back of the scalp. Just getting your whole scalp really well. And your forehead. And we'll go over the face. So you're going to spread the oil first, and then you're going to rub it in with some circular motions. Circular motions over the sides, circular motions over the cheeks, your nose, your chin, and your throat. Just drawing some oil up the throat. This can be very moisturizing and good. And then massaging some oil into the back of the neck. You can just do that with that kind of circular motion. Getting that oil all over the back of the neck and kind of down over the shoulders as far as you can get. Okay, good. Now the basic strokes for this are either circular motions, and you're going to do those over the kind of irregular areas as well as all of the joints of the body. And the other stroke is just a long stroke. So you'll do a long stroke back and forth, up and down on the long bones of the body. So basic circular over the joints, long strokes over the long bones of the body. Simple as that, really easy, really basic. So what I find is easiest is get some oil in your hands, and you're going to cup your hand. I'm doing this without oil for today's demonstration. You're going to get some oil in your hands, spread it over the area lightly, just get it over it, and then come back and you'll do circular over the joints. So here's circular over the wrist, and then long strokes over the long bones and get all the different sides. Circular over the joints. So circular at the elbow, circular at the inside of the elbow, up and down, long bones, get all the surfaces, circular over the joints. Notice I started at the end of the extremity and I'm working up and back towards the heart, okay? So this is a basic kind of principle of circulatory massage is we want to work up towards the heart. What circulatory massage does is it helps with our venous return. So the arteries are really good at pushing the blood out into the extremity of the body. And then our movements and our activities help move the lymph and the venous blood back to the heart to get reoxygenated. So massage actually assists with that manually, all right? So then we'll go to the other hand. So circular over the joints and long strokes over the long bones. Circular over the joints. Long bones. Circular over the joint. Circular over the joint. Good, and back to the heart, okay? Use some circles over the chest. And you can go around in circles around the breasts. Circle over the abdomen. So the abdomen, we've got all our internal organs here, and we want to massage them. Now, most important is our digestive organs, and our colon goes up our right side. I know this is opposite for you, across the middle and down the left side. So the direction of the digestive process, called peristalsis, you're going to circle in that direction, all right? So we're going to do 2 different strokes on the abdomen. First is the circling over the abdomen, all right? Good. So then I'm going to get up so you can see a little better what I'm doing. Then you're going to come to your back, and I'm using the back of my hand, so I would have gotten some oil, put it on my back, and then the back of my hands rub up and down along the spine and in the low back. And then circles over the hips and the buttocks. And then as you circle around to the front of the body, you're going to come up the abdomen as well. And then, of course, all of this is going towards the heart. Then you're going to do each leg. So long strokes over the long bones. Circular over the joints. Circular at the back of the knee. You can do both at the same time. Long bones. Circles at the joints. Top of the foot. And again, I would have gotten some oil, coated the whole area first, and then gone and done each of the individual areas. All right? So now at this point, you really would love to spend some time on your feet. So you're going to take a seat so that you can get to your feet. So up and down on the foot. Get the oil spread on the front and the back of the foot. And then you can get in and actually massage. There's lots of little joints in there. So circular motion. So here I'm using circular motions with my thumbs. So circular motions on the sole of the foot. You can get each of your toes. Circular motions at the toe joints. And then up and down. And then you can work your way back up the body so that this all goes back up towards the heart, okay? We'll go ahead and do the other leg. So you're gonna get some oil, spread the oil over the whole area first, and then circles at the joints. We did the hip already, circle at the hip, and then up and down on the long bones, cover all the surfaces here. Circles at the knee, circle at the knee, up and down over the calf and shin, circle over the ankle joint, getting the top of the foot. And then we're gonna get the bottom of the foot. So flat of the foot first, and then circles into all the little joints. Good. Circling each of the toes. You can do it with the heel of your hand if that feels easier to you. Circle. And then drawing it all the way up to the heart. Good. Ooh, so just the act of doing that gets your circulation going. It's definitely a physical activity, as well as the manual. So how much pressure? This is very light pressure. It's really the amount of pressure it takes to spread oil on your skin. In the hierarchy of depth of pressure, when you're training as a massage therapist, we call this one amount of pressure, and it's the amount of lotioning. What does it take to put lotion, spread lotion? So it's very light. You're really working the skin, and just below the skin, the lymphatic channels, okay? The superficial lymph channels. And this is what helps get any of the metabolic waste products that your cells have been producing, helps to get them through the system and up to the drainage point near the heart. So really beneficial for that as well. I'm going to go back to some of our PowerPoint slides here and share screen. Good. All right, so what's happening here? We've got these different oils. Now, sometimes you don't have time for that. Ideally, what you want to do is after you finish this, you want to sit for a while, let that oil soak in, maybe do some other hygiene care kinds of things while you're waiting, and then you'll take a shower or bath in your normal manner, but you're going to lightly wash your body, not scrub hard on your body. Lightly wash the body, and then when you come out, the oil has been absorbed into the skin and the excess has been rinsed off and washed off, and then you just can pat dry with your towel. All right. Now, sometimes we don't have time for all this, and you might want to do something that is quicker. So there's a kind of 3 to 5 minute version. And this is the way I typically will do this. And this is to use a lighter sesame oil and do this after your shower or bath when your pores are still open from the warm water and you're still wet. And what this does is this helps to seal in the moisture from the bath into the body. And so I really like this product, the Neutrogena body oil. I have a lot of clients who benefit from it as well, and it's a light sesame oil. So it's still the healing benefits of traditional Ayurvedic sesame oil, but it's a lighter oil. And so if you're going to do this, I recommend you avoid the scalp because you probably just washed your hair. You don't want to get it all oily. And you'll probably also avoid the soles of your feet because you don't want to be slippery. And you want to make sure for the full or longer session that you remove the oil from your feet, or at least rub it off a little bit before you get in the shower so it's not slippery in the shower. So this would be the same kind of thing. I'm going to go through this a little bit quicker. So let's undo our share. Oh, and here's some of the research. Let's go ahead and just finish this and then we'll undo the share. For the benefits of different healing oils, this is a benefit of sesame oil in prevention of some kinds of skin cancer like melanoma, the whole improvement of cardiovascular risk factors through performing these kinds of Ayurvedic treatments. So there's some really nice resources out there that are available to you. All right, so let's go back and now imagine you've just gotten out of the shower. So you're all wet, standing on your bath mat, You'll take some of the lighter oil, and typically you're going to avoid the face and head for this one. So you'll just, again, get some oil in your hand, lightly put it over the arms, and then same thing, circular motions, long motions over the whole body, just as we did. Probably not going to sit and do the bottom of the feet, but I will do the top of the feet by putting my foot up and doing that, right? And so then you've got the oil on your body. You can just air dry. There's suggestions on the bottle for just air drying and then letting that soak in. Or again, you can pat lightly and dry off that way with your towel. These oils, because they're not necessarily made to come out of fabric, know that they will get on your clothing. So if you put a robe on and you're all oily, or your towel is used repeatedly, it will start to build up a little bit of oil in it. So you want to wash that pretty regularly to help with that. Otherwise, that's it. It's a wonderful way to moisturize the skin and a wonderful way to get the circulation going in your body, and really encourage you to feel that. And if you can, I like to kind of go through the whole body twice. Even in the shorter 5-minute version, you can put the oil over it, circle, and from the first time, see if you can go as you're the practitioner, if you will, the giver, giving the massage, and see if the second time you go through, you can be more mindful of you, the body, receiving the massage. And how does it feel to stroke up and down, spreading that oil, putting the oil on the body, circling at each of the joints. How do the joints feel? If you have any areas in your body that are feeling sore, perhaps you went for a long walk and you want to spend a little extra time on those quads. Maybe you walked up some hills. That's totally fine. You don't need to add more pressure. Just hang out there and do a couple more extra strokes with that. And that can really help to relieve some of the tension that you're feeling. Maybe your knees are bothering you. Spend a little extra time massaging those knees, circular motions, all right? Yeah, you might even just hold for a moment there and let your healing energy permeate that area. All great ways to provide wonderful self-care to yourself, especially in this time where we're not able to receive massage as often perhaps as we'd like. Giving yourself a daily massage can offer all the benefits of receiving regular circulatory massage. Thank you for joining me. Have a great day.